Yekaterinburg is a land of drive. That's what local fans' banner says. And this is where Avtomobilist plays their home games. It's one of the oldest rinks in the KHL. It was built in 1972. Back in the Soviet days, they hosted university championship finals over here. A big deal in that era. These days, it's the entertainment center of the town, a place to host concerts and other things. Not that long ago, Offspring and Limp Bizkit were here, but the main attraction is, of course, hockey. Sometimes Avtomobilist makes locals happy, sometimes it doesn't. Originally, this rink held 4,000 people, which wasn't enough for a town with 1.5 million population. After renovation, this rink can hold 6,000 people. We're planning to reconstruct this arena, says Avtomobilist General Manager Leonid Feisfeld. We're looking to build a practice rink, a pool, a gym, and a hotel. I can't tell you when we're going to complete all of it, it depends on many factors, but this is something we've been working on for a while now. The statue was built here recently. As you can tell, it's dedicated to 2011 locomotive team that passed away in a terrible plane crash. There are always flowers lying next to it. You can also see names of the players engraved. It became a local tradition to fist pump the statue. People pay their respects to players who will never hit the ice again. This is business as usual. Local fans come to the rink a few hours prior to the game to make sure they get a ticket. Even when Avtomobilist has 5 home games in a row, the turn-up is not a problem. And here's something unusual. These are local hockey old-timers and they're having a very special day today. 2 commemorative plaques will be opened today in Yekaterinburg and they're on their way to the ceremony. It brings back a lot of good memories to them. It's not just the old-timers who attend the ceremony, but also the next generation of Yekaterinburg hockey. We're standing next to a house where Yuri Gorbunov used to live. A great athlete and a coach, says Andrei Kurash, Avtomobilist PR manager. Back in 1958, he was among top 5 scorers in the Soviet League as a Spartak forward. Here's a quick info. When locals say Spartak, they mean Avtomobilist. Up until 1968, the club was named Spartak. Interesting fact, the person responsible for the name change is still around. There he is, Vladimir Kot. He's 90 years old. During World War II he was in intelligence, and then he managed sports in the region. He was the head of Spartak Association. He's the one who came up with a new name for the team, Avtomobilist. I still remember how we were meeting Red Army in town back in the day, he says. They were coming to the rink in our bus. And as they were getting off it, Anatoly Tarasov asked me, when in the world Spartak is gonna get a good bus? So it was very important for us to get under the wing of the local car manufacturer. Back to the ceremony now. It's a good tradition around here. There are 26 plaques like this around town. But it's the first time they're dedicated to local hockey players who did a lot for the sport in the region. Yekaterinburg remembers not only those who actually played for Avtomobilist, but also those who were born in the region and brought it fame. 3 Olympic champions were born here: Nikolai Habibulin, Vladimir Malakov, and Ilya Byakin. It's also the hometown of Alexei Yashin, world champion of 1993 and captain Russia. Everybody knows him. Same goes for Pavel Datsuk, who still has a shot at becoming an Olympic champion himself. Something everybody hopes for in this town. Yekaterinburg developed a lot of great hockey players, and Russia is thankful for that. It's important to know history, but it never hurts to refresh your memory. Every Avtomobilist home game features a trivia. Most of the time the questions are about current events. How many points did Avtomobilist win over Torpedo this season? Your answer is none? Okay, and what is your answer? 2? That is very optimistic of you, sir. So far it's none, but hopefully tonight they can end this losing streak. There's a lot of activities for the fans before the game. Many of them visit the fan shop, which has a lot to offer. Price range is about $15 to $80. Here's a kid jersey, says Alexei Barygin, who works at the shop. We also have actual jerseys in different sizes. You can get one with the name of your favorite player too, if you want. For example, we got Labanov, Lewandowski, Malikhin. We got others too. They got a great coin idea around here as well. They want to issue special coins for every home game. Looks like they're gonna do it as soon as they can get visiting teams sign the necessary papers. But so far they're licensed to use only Avtomobilist logo. Here's what we got so far. There's Avtomobilist logo on one side and a picture of our region on the other. Here's the team's mascot, a moose called Avtik. His job is to get fans excited for the game. Kids love him. At the stands though, these guys are responsible for the show. This sector is never quiet. Some fans want to look like the mascot. Here's Daria, she's been a regular at Avtomobilist games for 5 years now. You can tell what's going on the ice just looking at her. Our mascot is a moose, she says. I wanted to get a different hat in Berlin, but I didn't have enough time. My friends brought me this hat from Munich instead. Hopefully I can get another moose hat next year. Last fall, Avtomobilist was a big hit, but not just because the team played well. The biggest event happened right here. This is a flash interview zone. This is where players are being interviewed between the periods and after the game. This is a place where a YouTube hit was recorded. Let's watch it once again.
Итак, первый период, второй, точнее, период показал, так сказать, расставил все точки над «и», счет 1-1. И теперь с нами нападающий Автомобилиста Федор Малыхин, автор первого гола. Федор?
Я не Федор.
Федор, все-таки скажите, вот как удалось реализовать столь удачный бросок? Я так понимаю, в связке вот вас трое.
Я Андрей Антонов.
Все-таки...
В момент интервью-то нет.
I didn't pay much attention to it at first as Andrei Antonov. He made a mistake and I had a hockey game to play. But when he did the same mistake with other guys, I couldn't help but laugh about it. I thought I was the only one who it happened to, says Eduard Lewandowski. But then I learned there were 3 other guys. I thought to myself, well, that's very professional of the reporter. It's a funny moment for sure, says Igor Yemileyev. I mean, the guy says it's not me, but the reporter tells him, no, it is you. It's funny. I can't say what was going on in his mind in the moment. Last season, Avtomobilist's biggest star was probably Czech netminder Jakub Kovar. The club got really lucky snatching him off the market. Signing in the KHL from the Czech League was a big step forward for me, says Kovar. It's a new challenge. I had a few offers from the league. I hope I chose the right one. He's a great goalie. I mean, he was the best goalie of the World Championship. That's all you need to know about him, really. I believe we were lucky to sign him to a 2-year deal. The biggest problem for me so far is not being able to speak Russian. I try to learn it. It's very important for us, import players. Kovar was a regular in top 10 saves of the week charts. The fans couldn't be happier with him. I think he's the best goalie we've had in the past few years. He's very consistent, and being consistent is very important. I like him very much. He had his tough moments, but he pulled through. I hope he can continue to deliver. Avtomobilist sets an example for the next generation. During intermission, 7-year-old kids enrolled in Avtomobilist hockey program get to play a shootout on the same ice the pros play. And if it's not fun enough, they get to have their victory lap as well.